Hi everybody, it's Maria, and I'm so glad that you're here today because today's video is part of a very special YouTube video hop celebrating my friend Jessica Frost Ballas. Jessica is an incredibly talented and inspiring crafter, and if you aren't following her already, I hope you'll head over to her channel and check her out. I'll tell you more about the giveaway opportunities in a few minutes, but now I want to tell you a little bit about my cards for today. So we're going to be making 2 cards today. I'm going to be using mostly products from Pinkfresh Studios, and we're going to make 2 easy cards using some ink blending, stenciling, and some die cutting. So to get started, I'm going to be ink blending in Sunshine, Sparkling Rose, and Summer Shower inks from Pinkfresh Studios. I'm using one of those round, flat blending brushes that I got from Tonic Studios, and I absolutely love these brushes for light, seamless blending. So I'm starting out by blending my yellow ink and then my pink ink and moving into my blue ink. I'm overlapping the inks where the colors meet so that I can create 2 more colors because I want to get an orangey color between that yellow and pink, and I want to get a purple between the pink and the blue. I'm going to lay down 1 layer of color, and then I'm going to go back over the colors to saturate the colors a little bit more and to get the color blends that I'm looking for. Now, I started out using that lighter color of pink, but I ended up switching over to using bubblegum because I wanted to have a brighter pink, and that pink also worked a little bit better to get those secondary colors that I was going for. I also wanted to let you know that I was using Bristol Smooth cardstock for this slimline card base, but I was struggling. I'm not even going to lie. I was getting smears, I was getting fingerprints, and then even that piece of paper that I was using to protect my cardstock was lifting ink and was giving me marks that I really wasn't happy with. I knew it was going to be okay because my plan was to stencil over this background with this gorgeous Leafy Squares stencil, and I'm using this Nuvo Glimmer paste in Moonstone. So I knew that using the stencil would help me to cover up some of those marks that I was getting, but I don't usually ink blend with Bristol. I usually ink blend on hammermill cardstock, and for my second card I'm going to switch back to my tried and true favorite cardstock. So here's a look at that beautifully stenciled background. I really love this Moonstone Glimmer paste because it gives you just enough subtle shimmer and glimmer, but it allows the colors from the background to still show through. Now I'm starting my second background by ink blending an A2 sized piece of hammermill cardstock, and I'm going to use the exact same ink colors as I did on the first card, and you can see that they already look a lot more vibrant, and I'm actually having a much easier time of ink blending on this cardstock. The colors are going across more smoothly, and I'm also not getting any fingerprint or ink lifting on this type of cardstock, so this is for me my clear preference. Earlier I mentioned that today's video is part of a YouTube hop with some giveaways, and so I wanted to let you know that there are over $800 in giveaways to be won. And to enter the giveaway, you can just leave a comment here on my YouTube channel and on the other YouTube channels who are participating in this hop. The more comments that you leave, the more entries that you will have. As you go through the hop, if you discover any new crafters that you really like, we hope you'll hit that subscribe button, but it is not required to subscribe to enter the giveaway. Now I just wanted you to see the difference in the colors between my Bristol and my hammermill cardstocks. It's much more vibrant on the hammermill, and even though it looks like it's kind of streaky, as that ink dries, because it's still wet right now, it will dry back into a perfect fade. Now it's time to get these backgrounds ready to put on my cards, so I'm going to grab my slim diagonal stitched rectangles to cut that slim line background out. And then I'm grabbing my Slim Stitches die to cut out my A2 sized card background. Now obviously this die is meant for slimline cards, but it works for A2 sized cards as well. The die will just cut off a little bit from the edges, and I'll center it on an A2 sized card background so it will fit perfectly. Now that both my backgrounds are die cut, I'm ready to start putting my cards together, so I'm going to start assembling that slimline card first. Off camera, I have already cut out and stamped some elements, so I have used the Sentiment Sweet Hello die in black and vellum, and I've stamped a sentiment from the Simply Sentiments Hello stamp set, and then those beautiful silver embossed flowers are from the Just Because stamp set. I am attaching everything with foam adhesive so that I can get some great dimension on this card. I was even able to add foam adhesive to the back of these vellum florals and hide it behind parts of the embossing powder. So I just cut some pieces small and made sure that where I applied it, the foam adhesive was hidden. So now that I've got all of my pieces onto my card front, I'm ready to cut off these pieces of vellum that are overhanging the edge. So I'm just going to go take my large Tim Holtz scissors and chop those off. And once that's done, I can add some foam tape to the whole back panel. Then I can stick that down onto my card base to finish this card off. Now here's a close-up look at how this card turned out. I think those subtle colors in the background are really pretty, and that the silver embossed vellum goes really well with that Moonstone Glimmer paste. Now let's move on to finishing up our second card. So this one's going to be an A2 sized card, and this time I decided to go for a bit of a bolder look. I cut a couple of letters out using the Kelly Alpha letter dies. I used 1 capital and 2 lowercase, and then I stamped a sentiment from the Simply Sentiments Hello stamp set. I stamped that onto some gray cardstock, and then I decided to put the whole card front onto a black card base to make my colors pop. I decided to add some crystals to both cards, and I'm using the Tinkerbell collection from Little Things from Lucy's Cards. And I love this collection because not only has it got a great assortment of colors, but they're in different sizes too, which I think is really fun. So here's my first card all finished up with the gems. And here's a look at my second card now that that's all finished up as well. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I just want to remind you that today's video is part of a YouTube hop for my friend Jessica Frost Ballas to celebrate her 10,000 subscribers. You can continue on this YouTube hop by going to my description box below and clicking on the link to the next video. Remember to leave comments on the YouTube channels as you hop along so that you can be entered to win one of the many fabulous prizes from the generous sponsors. Here's a look at the sponsors who are participating in the giveaway. There are some really wonderful companies involved. And that is it for me today, you guys. I hope you all have a really wonderful day. Good luck with the giveaway, and I will see you all back here really soon.